everybody, and welcome back to Apollo Applications Program. Today we're starting off the episode with Apollo 20. Apollo 20's mission is to test the lunar excursion module taxi variant. The variant we'll be using for when we set up our lunar base. Coming soon, by the way. As you can see here, our translunar injection is being performed, and everything went fairly smoothly with this mission. And I guess it's now time to announce, and since we're not really doing anything that interesting right now, the fact that I have created a Discord server. Link in the description. It's gonna be small, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyways, here we actually took a different approach to our lunar mission by testing long-term support for missions. As in, I made a apoapsis about as high as the moon's orbit, got to it, got back down, then flew back up and rendezvoused and, got to the moon. So yes, it's a slightly more interesting way of transferring, and it landed me in quite an interesting orbit, but this orbit turned out to be perfect for our target. Anyways, we seem to be slowing down right here, getting ready to fly past the moon on our trajectory down. Look how beautiful it is in the sky. And we perform our final deceleration maneuver with Earth in the background, ready to descend onto our crater target. The lunar module descent engine fires, and we are ready to go down. The descent was performed perfectly, and we slowly get closer and closer to the large crater, which is our target. I decided to land on the rim of the crater, but as far as the landing goes, everything went well, since we landed in an incredibly flat spot. We slowly lower ourselves to the surface, and we can see the crater rim in the background. How beautiful, I say. I have to say, this descent did go incredibly well. And after this, I confirm the lunar module taxi variant is prepared for use at a future base. We have soft lock and touchdown. Our friend takes a few steps outside and looks away and plants his flag. How beautiful. Oh, and you might have noticed I forgot to set the US flag as our flag for this mission, but oh well. We walk over to our materials bay, and swiftly deploy it, and perform our scientific studies, before turning on our jetpack, ascending, and having a little spin in the air. So yes, I'm quite excited for how the episodes after this are gonna come out. I can't remember if it's next episode or the episode after that, where we will create our lunar base, which is going to be very exciting. But anyways, here our friend gets closer and closer to the edge of the crater. He touches the ground, waddles his way over to the border, and looks over onto the crater. A huge expanse. which he notices is much bigger than he really thought it was. Anyways, he gets back up into the lunar module, and we get ready for ascent. The ascent stage separation happens, and we fly up towards the command and service module. You've seen all of the docking before, so I'll just cut to the actual docking. It's nothing that crazy. It was quite the fumbly docking though. But we rendezvous, and after a beautiful pan-around view, which I have to say, this may have been my favourite pan-around view I've had in any of my cinematics. Like, I got the time warp perfect, just looking over that huge crater. Anyways, the ullage motors fire, and the service engine engages, sending us flying back towards Earth. The moon is below us, and my crew members look out over their landing site, which you can see off to the left, just above the moon's oceans. Anyways, the command and service module prepares for a re-entry. Not a particularly violent one, just a standard lunar re-entry. Nothing too crazy. And, well, the re-entry begins as we fly over the Pacific Ocean, and we'll be landing just shy of Mexico. Look at those clouds from volumetric clouds, and the fog over the ocean. Wow, is this quite the mod, and I absolutely love it. Anyways, we have a splashdown in the ocean. And now I decided to include this mission because it was a little failure I had, but quite the interesting failure, because the second mission we had to do is a mission to Skylab. Yes, we will be flying a rocket to Skylab station, which I made a short about. You can probably see on my channel. I made a short about the launch. Anyways, this launch had a pretty funny failure before I reverted the flight, so this is what it looks like. The Saturn 1B flies into the air, and here you can see the glitch. I don't know what happened, but basically the command module fell into the Centaur stage somehow. Like, it was MechJeb, which had probably an issue with its auto stage thing. But anyways, now we get onto the actual launch to Skylab, which is going underway now. And look at that beautiful deployment sequence of everything. And the engines too. I have really lined this up perfectly, if I say so myself. And the perfect deployment just looks so good. The mighty Saturn 1B flies up through the air, admittingly with a fairly low thrust-to-weight ratio, so mighty isn't quite the word. The Centaur stage flies into orbit, and at this point, annoyingly, just after this, my footage cut out because I ran out of storage. But I did reach orbit, and I did do a complicated rendezvousing process with the Skylab, but I assure you, I actually did rendezvous, and I did everything. I can assure you that. But here it is in all of its glory, Skylab. I made a few modifications, as you can definitely see. Doesn't look realistic at all. But here's a lovely little internal view of everything. We've got little Melvin Kerman over there. And we've got a big tube looking and everything. You could have just seen blink and miss it. You saw a little and this is the wet lab. And you can just see all the little different modules that we have inside the wet lab. Anyways, the CSM jettisons from the Skylab, and we get ready for returning home. Ullage motors fire. This time for quite a while. It actually did take quite a while for me to actually fire the ullage thrusters. But anyways, after that, we turned on the engine and flew back. And a splashdown is confirmed. Just a quick reminder to join my Discord. See you next time.